Hello everybody, Dr. Katka here. Hello for our Medical Monday. Today is our 4th Medical Monday, and the organ, or the two of them, is the kidneys today that we'll discuss. The sun is setting, as you can see right over there, but it's still really bright, so I'm going to wait a little bit to have us share the sunset part of the Sunset Music Medical Monday, and we will jump right into the kidneys. I try to find a spot that it's a little bit covered from the wind, so I hope you can hear me okay. I have my windy mic, so we should be good to go. Let me know if there's any trouble, and if you have any questions. I have not seen any questions so far on Facebook, but if you do, just type them and I'll go through them shortly. So the kidneys, my goodness, kidneys are one of the primary detoxification organs, as we talked about briefly last time. We have 2 kidneys, which is a blessing, because oftentimes in our day and age, I see a lot of kidney function failure, even if it's mild. So if we have 2 kidneys, we have a better chance of sustaining our detoxification pathway. If there's 1 kidney missing for whatever reason, injury, donation through a transplant, which happens often, and many other reasons, it's a little bit harder for the 1 kidney to catch up if needed. But the most important thing I want to talk about right off the bat is the testing. Lately, for some reason, in the last few years, I have been getting numbers back about kidney function that I am a little bit puzzled by, because some labs, as of not so long ago, started reporting the number over 60. So, you know, if you look at the GFR, which is the kidney function, glomerular filtration rate, which is the rate at which our glomeruli, which are the main functioning cells and actually compilation of cells, the function of theirs is measured through the GFR. We do test that and measure it through this compilation of numbers that we have discovered, that is oh, I have a little doggy. Hi honey, do you want to be on a video? You want to be on a video? Here, come here. I was gonna have her show you. It's a beautiful Gracie. She just wanted to hear a little bit about kidneys. But I wanted to say is the GFR is a number that's very easily calculated out of the level of creatinine function. So for some reason, the labs are now, instead of giving us the number, they are showing it's over 60. And my question always is, if it's over 60, is it 61 or is it 101? What is the number? And I need to know, as the physician helping my patients, and you need to know as your own kidney function, right? So the idea is we need to start asking our doctors to please use a lab that can actually give us the number, okay? We need an actual number, and the reason is here. We have 5 different kidney stages, okay? So 1 through 5. 5 is really normal, so it's not a kidney function failure in any way. But then 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 1 is below 15, which is severe kidney failure. We never want to go there. That's a state of dialysis. Next one is below 30. Below 30 is pretty significant kidney failure, and we need to start taking some massive action there, not to have to get to the stage after that. However, what's after is a moderate kidney failure, and that is below 60, right? And then it's over 60, which is mild kidney failure. So I don't want to have a number that's just over 60. That is not sufficient enough for me. I want to know that I'm in an okay range. That means 90 and over. And here's the tricky part. We have been told that with age the kidney function declines and that it is normal, and then with somebody at age 60 it's okay to have a kidney function of 60. And I have seen otherwise, and I'll put it out there. Do not settle for kidney function right at 60 or below. You do not have to. the kidney function is a pretty important number to have as high as possible, and it's a fairly easy one to bring up if we do the right things. So I encourage you to check your numbers, check them at least once a year, if not every 6 months. If the number is a little bit less than we want to, check it every 6 months. It's a very cheap test. If you come to our office, we can do the whole kidney function and other tests for like $35 or something. So it's easy, and I highly recommend that it is done together with the liver enzymes. So we have both kidney function and liver enzymes, the two primary detoxification organs, together with the colon, right? We're right there. We know we're good. So how do we support our kidneys once we know that the test is either okay or not so okay? Number one thing, kidneys are responsible for water regimen, for water metabolism, for filtration of water soluble substances. So everything that goes through the liver is fat soluble and gets eliminated through the bile, out through the bile duct into the small and large intestine. Some of the substances are changed into water soluble, and they're then brought into the kidneys and filtrated out through the kidneys. In Chinese medicine, kidneys are not just detoxification organ. They're actually an important storage of life force and life energy. And there's an important bridge between the left and the right kidneys, and they communicate. And there's this kidney JING, this outer energy, the vital force. And it gets depleted through our stressful lifestyle and through us pushing ourselves and drinking a lot of caffeine and caffeinated drinks and taking other stimulants, whether it's smoking, different kind of foods, chocolates, cacaos, you name it. Different medications. We gotta be careful here with medications. There are some medications that are primarily detoxified through the liver, and some they're primarily detoxified through the kidneys, and we really have to be careful about that. Ask the physician, because if there is a slight decrease in kidney function, we have to be very careful about adding new medications. The caffeine part, remember, when we drink water, we are taught in medical school, in naturopathic medical school, that the optimal amount of water per day is half of our body weight in ounces. So if I'm 160, I should have 80 ounces of water. I'm going to say that number varies. It varies depending on how our kidneys are doing. It depends on time of year, like in the summer in Arizona. It definitely changes, and it also varies depending on what we put in the water. So this is one important element as to how to support our kidneys. Number one is what we put in our water. So when we drink reverse osmosis, which we're taught to do and which is important because we need to have clean water. Our tap water is no longer clean, has lots of antibiotics, has lots of other pesticides. In Phoenix, actually, there's some sewage water brought into our drinking water, which I just found out. It's like, okay, so there's a lot in the water that we don't need. So we absolutely want to clean it through reverse osmosis or any, the Brita filter and the filter in the refrigerator is no longer sufficient. So I urge you to get a good filter that is a filtration of bacteria, filtration of heavy metals, gets to filter all the fluoride and chloride and all those other things out. I have learned, being at a conference, which was quite a blow to my water knowledge, from the founder of reverse osmosis, that he no longer recommends the reverse osmosis system due to the fact